I can never do things in order, so let's try and catch up. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Victoria. Please subscribe down below and hit that bell icon so that you will be notified every time that I post, and give me a big thumbs up to let YouTube know that you like my content. But today I'm going to be starting my reading vlog for reading and finishing the Q1 Buzzword prompts. I'll come up with a better title later. Books and Lala has made a reading challenge that she does every year, and this is like I think her 5th year doing it. So this year she added a cover challenge as well. And so I go about the rules of whenever I read a book throughout the year, I just kind of put it in because I'm not going to try and complete it in the month that it actually takes place. I just use it as extra prompts for myself. But I wanted to be able to keep track of it and make sure that I'm actually achieving the prompts before we get too far into the year and I'm scrambling at the end of the year. I'm opening up my reading journal to check my progress. So far for Q1, I have completed 2 out of the 3 of the title challenge, and then 1 out of the 3 of the cover challenge. So for the title challenge, we have Truth and Lies for January, Water Words for February, and Thing for March. For the cover challenge, we have Pattern for January, Skyline for February, and Books for March. All that being said, the 3 prompts that I need to fulfill within this video are Thing in the title, a skyline on the cover, and books on the cover. So I have already created my 3 books to try and complete this. I totally could have tried to find a book that covered what, like the title and one of the cover challenges, but I just figured it'd be easier to try and check off more books off of my physical TBR. So for Thing, the book that I have chosen is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. This will be my first Hank Green novel. I have read quite a few of his brother's novels, which is John Green, but I have not found my way into jumping into his yet. So this will be a great chance to be reading a Thing from Hank Green. For February's prompt of Skyline on the cover, I'm going to be reading The Space Between Worlds by Micah Johnson. This is one of the few books that actually has a skyline on the cover, so it has both the futuristic and like the slums type of skyline on them. So I am very excited to get to this. This was probably one, because I don't subscribe to Book of the Month, this was probably either a purchase from either from Goodwill or from my local library's like library friend book sale. So I don't know very much about it, but I love a sci-fi story, and anything that is pretty much picked up by Book of the Month, I know that it can be deemed very popular, and so I wanted to be getting to this soon. And for our last prompt for a book on the cover, there are so many that I could be picking, but I'm going to be picking the one that's actually on my TBR for this month, which is A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This hopefully will be just a very quick read, and let's see how I end up getting to them and which order I decide to go in. So it is currently Saturday afternoon. I meant to start this earlier on in the day, but unfortunately we had to take Belle to the vet because of some medical issues that she was having. So we kind of had a very late day starting life and things outside of taking care of her. So I haven't been able to read much of the day, so now that we're here, I am going to be cleaning around the house and just having an audiobook going. And so I will be starting with A Novel Love Story. I will check in with you probably about 100 pages in. It's not a very long book. It's about 350 pages, so I guess I'll check in with you about 100 pages and see how I feel about it. So I'm about 100 pages in so far, and I'm really enjoying it. We're following a woman named Eileen who happens to stumble upon a city that is the fictional town of her favorite romance series. She was supposed to be spending a week-long, like, reading retreat alone in upstate New York, I think. But she's originally from Georgia, so she takes that road trip up to New York and she ends up stumbling onto her favorite town. I'm kind of liking it so far. I'm not necessarily sure if I'm enjoying the grumpy sunshine aspect of it, simply because she is a little annoying. But then again, I could also understand being completely excited about wanting to be inside your fictional, like your favorite fictional world. So I don't know where we're gonna go from here. It's been a while since I picked up a romance novel, so we'll see how I end up feeling about their relationship, but I'm really enjoying it. So I just finished a novel love story. It is currently Monday afternoon. It took me a little bit longer, but that's just because Sunday became a day that I couldn't really read. So I read most of this during the day while I was at work. This was such a cozy read. I loved it so much. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I definitely think that there were some things that were a little too cheesy for my taste, but it was really comforting and really cute. I would highly recommend this to people who love small town romances and just people who really, really love books. More than just reading books, like people who want to own bookstores, people who are English professors, people who live and breathe books. I would highly recommend this book. I can't quite decide what my next book will be between the two, so you will know before I do. I am loving this book. I am currently 100 pages in. I don't even know how to feel about it so far. The story is just so fast-paced and wonderful. This follows a girl named April, and she is one of the first people to find what she is called a Carl, which is kind of like a gigantic like robot statue that she finds on her way home from work at like 3 o'clock in the morning in New York City. And it actually ended up being that there was a bunch of them that showed up all over the world, but she was just the first one to like fully talk about it. So so far it's just been following her and her friend Andy's journey through all of the media coverage and her rise to power, so to speak, of the power of social media and how it can kind of take over your life and feel like that's all that's important in the world, and wanting to build that image of yourself in a very fast time period. I'm loving it. This is honestly, it's so great so far, and I can't wait to continue. One thing that I did realize as I was picking this out is that this might be my last book for this vlog, because I realized not only did it have a thing for March as the title challenge, it also has a skyline on the bottom for February's cover challenge. So if I wanted to, this could literally be my last book for this. So I just finished An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. Wow, was that an amazing book. I can't wait to read the next one. I really, really can't. That was so good. It's kind of late at night right now, so at some point tomorrow, because I have to go into work tomorrow, I will collect my thoughts and finish off the vlog. At the end of the day, this was an amazing vlog. I found a 4-star and a 5-star book, which is always a win in my book. I would definitely reread both of these at any point in the future. It would have to be a little bit, but I am very excited to get to the second book in this Carl's series. It is called A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor. I don't know if it continues the plot from where we leave off in this one, but I'm very excited to find out. If you have gotten this far in the video, thank you so much for staying. I know that this wasn't the most glamorous or entertaining vlog, but I found some favorite books out of it. If you are still here, please leave a book, like a singular book, in the comment section. But thanks for watching.